Yo, what up everyone? Amir Rahim here on a Rappin' and Snackin', coming at you with another video. This one gonna be on my Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt collection. This includes vinyl, CDs, tapes, the album, the singles, anything I got for it, you're gonna see in this video. So yeah, let's get into it. First off, let me go ahead and get started on vinyl. So I'll take out the CDs and the tapes. So, for those who don't know, Jay-Z, obviously one of the best-selling rap artists of all time. This is his debut album from 1996, Reasonable Doubt. And let's go ahead and get into the singles first for the vinyl. So first off, I got Feelin' It right here. Boom. I still have this in open shrink. It's open. Boom, boom. Really, really, really incredible song. Possibly my favorite song from this album. It does switch sometimes between Feelin' It and The Evils. But Feelin' It, for the most part, is my favorite track. Super dope. Artwork here. The photos are just really awesome. The Rockefeller Records, keep in mind, this is the one that most people know it by, but I'm going to show you another logo probably in a couple minutes when I get to that piece, and you'll see that the logo is slightly different. But boom, there you have it. Feelin' It. And yeah, and B-side, Friend or Foe, produced by DJ Premier, Friend or Foe, and that's just an incredible short track. Let's go ahead and get into the next song. So, Dead Presidents, for those who are watching this video and know their history, this is actually not on the album. So, some people are probably scratching their heads and saying that, oh, no, it is on the album. The one that's on the album is Dead Presidents 2. Dead Presidents, the one that you're looking at right here, is not on the album. This is part 1, or just the standard version. Dead Presidents 2 is the one that made the album. The reason I'm including it in this video, though, is because it has Ain't No Brother on the B-side, which did make it to the album. And on top of that, I just figured I'd drop that little history on y'all in case you didn't know this song existed, because Dead Presidents 1 and Dead Presidents 2 are both just great songs. So if you haven't heard the first one, here you go. So remember I was just talking about the Rockefeller logo, how it's different. So check that out. Look how, this logo is a little fatter. It's in a circle right there. Whereas let me pull up the other logo real quick. You'll see they're definitely different. I think the one on the left is definitely nicer. I think they did better. But the one on the right, still a piece of history, still pretty cool to notice. But boom, this is Dead Presidents. Make sure to check this out if you haven't. Like I said, I'm sure you've heard Dead Presidents 2 if you've heard this album, because that's just a lot of people's standout track, and I'm sure you all like it. But Dead Presidents 1 is super awesome. Peep that. Next up, we got Jay-Z's Can't Knock the Hustle, the Fool's Paradise remix. So boom, right there, and boom, boom. Let's go ahead and show you the back right here. A-side, B-side, dope stuff. This didn't make it to the actual album, the remix. The remix did make it to, I believe, like some of the international pressings for the CD and maybe for the vinyl too. But for sure it made it to international CDs. I know that for sure. But boom, there you have it. Next up, we got Can't Knock the Hustle. This is just the album version. Love this cover. I always thought, the outfits he was wearing for this album were just super clean. Really made for a dope aesthetic for the album. So you got Can't Knock the Hustle right here. A-side, B-side. Super clean images of the cigar, the jewelry of his hand. Just really well done. Once again, like I said, you see the Rockefeller logo here, which everyone is accustomed to. And then we got the spine. Next up, we got Ain't No Playa. So this, as you can see, it's covering the N-word with playa here. So this is actually a European Union pressing right here. Boom, boom. And on the back, we got Can't Knock the Hustle, and it's a remix. And then here you have another remix for Ain't No Playa. And it's interesting because, like I've said in other videos, a lot of these European Union pressings, they'll have a lot of remixes that you don't see on US releases. So that's always, cool to know. And most of the time I actually don't really care for the remixes, but some people do. So it's important to put that out there. Next up, we got another Ain't No Playa right here. It's interesting because right here it says Ain't No Playa, and then on the hype sticker it says the actual title of the track. This is also interesting because you can see this is the same cover that they used for Dead Presidents. So they just got lazy and reused it. But like I said, this is a European Union pressing, so the chances of it being totally legit are slimmer. And I'm not sure if it is, legit, but anyways, it still exists. It's still pretty cool. Still picked it up. Like I said, look at these remixes. Look at these mixes. So always so interesting how the European Union is just known for doing that. Next up, we got a generic sleeve. This one being Can't Knock the Hustle. This is just a generic sleeve right here. Black sleeve, still an open shrink. Can't Knock the Hustle. And then on the back, we also have Can't Knock the Hustle. So you can see it says promo only, not for sale, etc., etc. But then, yeah. Here we got Dead Presidents again. This being a white sleeve generic flannel. And look at this logo. This logo is also different, so just look at that. So that's interesting. You got Dead Presidents, and then right here on the back, Jay-Z's Listening Party. And as you can see, these are songs that made it to the album. We got Politics as Usual, Feeling It, Can I Live, Can't Knock the Hustle, 22 Twos. So just super dope. Was it's also got the promo stamp up at the top corner, so boom, had to include that in this video. Next up, we got the actual album on vinyl. First off, we got The Reasonable Doubt. This is the original pressing from 1996. It's shocking to me how much these actually go for. Before this video, I checked on Discogs, and I'll put up some numbers up right now, but they go for a lot more than I thought, and I don't remember how much I got this for. It couldn't have been more than 40 bucks. And it's pretty clean. Obviously, it's got the little promo slice right there, but not too shabby. Super clean. And then side A, side B. Since this is the album, I'll go ahead and pull out the vinyl. I try not to pull out the vinyl in all these other ones because it does take much more time for the video, and I don't want y'all just looking at me pull out all the records for everything. But yeah, side A right there. I just pulled out side B before. Clean, and obviously this is just on a black vinyl record. So boom, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. And what I'm about to show you is going to be a little interesting. So first off, like I said, this is the original 1996 pressing right here. Next up, we have this pressing, which I don't know how obvious it is in video, but man, up close it's super obvious. Look at the color change. Oh yeah, you can't tell as much in video, but look at the color. On the left, it's definitely more faint. It looks like the ink was dying, whereas the one on the right looks like fresh ink. So this is a repress. I don't know the exact year of the repress. I'm not sure. I don't believe it's an official repress by Rockefeller or Priority or anyone. So if you even just look at the back, it's just so much more. Wow, it looks very good in camera, but let me tell you something. This one on the right is so much cleaner. Cleaner, more legible. You can kind of tell, but in person it's so much more obvious. But anyways, this this is the first Reasonable Doubt that I bought on vinyl. I remember I bought it at Amoeba. I actually thought it was the real deal because back then I wasn't as savvy as I am now with Discogs and identifying like represses and originals and things like that. But this one is very clearly a repress. I've also checked, the run out grooves and all that stuff. But it's one that I have and I don't want to get rid of it either. Who cares? But here's the original. Here's the repress on vinyl. Let's go ahead and get into my CDs real quick. Show you all that. All right. So first off, this is one of the earlier CDs I'd ever bought. I remember buying this at Best Buy back in middle school. Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. This is not the original pressing. This is the 1998 repress for the album. I will get the original someday. I'm not in the biggest rush. I don't care. It's one of those things that when I find it in person, I will go ahead and buy it, but I'm not really looking to buy it online. Anyways, this, as you can tell from, let me pull it up again. Look at here. We have the 2 dots above the Y. This one, 2 dots are not above the Y. The font is also different on Jay-Z. Like I said, this is the 1998 CD pressing, so maybe they just wanted to change the spelling of Jay-Z like that, whatever, not entirely sure. The bonus track here is Can I Live 2, which is not featured on the 1996 pressing. So that's also one incentive of having this repress. Clean, 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 clean. Love this. Like I said, I love the whole artwork. Just everything for this album was just excellent. Awesome stuff. And then boom. Moving on, we got some singles. This is just like the vinyl pressing, Ain't No Playa. They're using the Dead Presidents cover right here. And yeah, this is a European Union pressing, releasing a J-card sleeve. Got the same track list like I just shown you. Next up, we have the Can't Knock the Hustle CD single, also from the European Union. Go ahead and show you the sleeve, and let's see if this is different tracks. It does have a mix in here, so a remix, like most European ones do. And there you have it. It still has this. Funny. Next up, we got Feelin' It. This being a CD single from the US. This is just your standard jewel case. We got the side right here, the spine. Then we got Feelin' It, Friend or Foe. Also, just like the vinyl single. Boom, boom. And then we got the CD right there. And then lastly, for my CDs, Jay-Z, Dead Presidents. Like I said, this is the original, not the 1990, or sorry, this is the original, not the one from the album, but this is the first Dead Presidents. And here you got the Fat Rockefeller logo right there. Super awesome track. Really, really, really dope. Yep. And then lastly, let's go ahead and get into the cassette tapes that I have for this album. First off, we'll start off with the singles. We have Can't Knock the Hustle. Boom. Cassette tape. It's on clear cassette tape. There you have it. Next up, we got Feelin' It, also on clear cassette tape. Boom, boom, boom. Got the side right there, also matches the CD. Friend or Foe's on it too. Next up, this one's interesting. So this is also Dead Presidents. The reason why I find this interesting is because they use a different cover. So as you can see, this cover like was on the vinyl and the vinyl and the CD that I'm holding. Then you have this cassette tape right here, and this is just a different cover, obviously from the same photo shoot, just a different cover. So I found that very interesting, at least for this pressing that I have. Still has Ain't No Brother, still has Dead Presidents #1, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. Boom, boom. Lastly, we got Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt on cassette tape. So as you can see, I have the 1996 release and the 1998 release side by side right here. You can tell, obvious differences. One, this image on the right is slightly more zoomed in. This one also has the text that was later without the 2 dots over the Y. The Reasonable Doubt text is different. On the left, the original, we have parental advisory, explicit lyrics as actually part of the artwork, whereas this says parental advisory, explicit content, not lyrics, and the sticker is not part of the artwork. It is part of the actual casing itself. Then we put them together, and look at that. They're just so different. You know what I mean? So boom, boom, the one on top being the repress, the one on bottom being the original. And now the original on the left and the repress on the right. And look what we have here. Bonus track, once again, Can I Live Part 2 on the repress cassette. So then let's go ahead and just show you the cassette itself. This being the repress. Boom, bonus track, Can I Live 2. And then we'll go ahead and show you the tape for the original 1996 pressing. Yeah, this is hard. There you have it, man. This is history, and this is why, I'm a big fan of, obviously, people being fans of the music, people researching, people, having passion for what they like, because look at all these different things I just showed you from these pressings and, all this different albums, different types of singles, different artwork, all that stuff. I always find it very interesting, you know, the history and where the artist's mind is and all that stuff. But anyways, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more collection videos. I got a lot of stuff, so I have a lot things that I need to record, and drop some suggestions, I will be doing those. And I appreciate y'all as always. Like the video, subscribe, tell a friend, drop a comment, hit me up on Instagram, all the good stuff. Appreciate y'all, and I'm out of here. Peace out.